Hello Penguinauts, I'm the Beardy Penguin and welcome back to Mars Horizon. In the last episode we entered into Mercury orbit, achieving second. We also have a spacecraft en route to become the third spacecraft to orbit Venus. And we're working on some new missions. So we have this spacewalk maneuvering unit, which is a request mission, which is going to give us some money and some science, and I believe it was giving us a bonus of some kind to our construction of our rockets. And we're also obviously doing this Venus orbit mission, but the big focus is our research. We are currently researching the crewed moon landing and of course Soyuz, and we're building the large launch pad we will need for the N1 rocket. We haven't actually done anything to Mars yet, which is a little odd considering it is the red planet, but then again China is pulling our weight for us in that regard. Yeah, a little interesting. We're in 1968. We're nowhere near a crewed moon landing. I'm not sure why there is no crewed lunar orbit or lunar flyby. It's just moon landing or bust. Yeah, I feel like we're not going to do that before the end of the decade. NASA certainly isn't going to do that. And the space race is between the Soviet Union and China. I do love interesting alternate history. We're still saving up to be able to afford this payload because we didn't want to take the hit to payload reliability that since we already have one as we're launching an experimental payload. I believe we're doing an EVA with a manned maneuvering unit, so they can float around and maneuver themselves, similar to the ones they carried on the space shuttle and they have on the ISS today. So yeah, huge bonus science reward, but yeah, we don't want to take the payload hit, so we will build that in the next month. And China completed orbital EVA. They're a little late to the draw there. So yeah, they seem to be pretty good when it comes to probes and such, but when it comes to crewed stuff, they're lagging behind. So perhaps we can get to that crewed lunar landing before them. Build payload. There we go. And we can get working on that mission. So now all we're going to do is just sort of kill some time. Payload optimization. We can optimize a key component of the Voskhod payload. They can increase it by a further 10%. Well, it's currently 45%. We will pay for the further optimization. Yeah, go for it. We can afford it, and it's a pretty low payload reliability, so we'll go for it. ESA is launching Venus orbit, I believe. Yeah, but we should get a comfortable third, as long as nothing goes terribly wrong. And China lost a satellite. Yeah, we actually now get notifications when satellites blow up. There's been quite a big update to Mars Horizon, actually. I believe it's called the Expanded Horizons update, and it adds reusable rockets a little later on in the tech tree. I mean, a lot later on in the tech tree. Here we go. Venus orbit, continue mission. And there it is, that beautiful Venera spacecraft. We've achieved Mercury orbit already, so this will be a nice feather in our cap to achieve Venus orbit as well. Right, now, hopefully this won't be as difficult as Mercury orbit. We only achieved Mercury orbit and the bonus reward by sheer luck. So let's put a little bit more thought into this one and see if we can do it off the back of our own merit. Okay, so first things first, we're just going to get rid of a bunch of heat. Because we started on 3, so it never hurts to just keep it low, just get a bunch of all the resources that we need. That can't possibly hurt. We can use some of our excess data to get some more navigation and comms as well. So we're going to confirm those commands. I believe our payload reliability is actually really pretty good on this mission anyway. I spoke too soon. I jinxed it. I mean, we always build prototype spacecraft, but it never really causes us a problem. Or resist that. You want to resist things early on if you can. We won't resist that one. Because data's not too important to us at the moment. So that's fine. Got rid of some heat, and we're getting 3 more. Wonderful. Okay, so it's not quite as bad as Mercury, but it's pretty bad. Confirm commands. Ooh, we get a little bit of bonus navigation. Always helpful. Looks like we're being a little bit more successful this time as well. Wonderful. Flawless victory. Okay, now we've got a bit of excess data. And a bit more heat. See, it goes up by 3 every time. And this just gets rid of 3. But we can let it go up a bit more. So let's have a little look at what our other options are. We could spend a bit of our excess data and just get 3 of both of those resources. See, most of these operations don't actually use power as well. But we should... What are we losing here? Cost an additional... No, we'll resist it. We should recharge our batteries next turn, but most of these operations, as I said, they're getting rid of heat and stuff. They're not actually using power. Ooh! Additional bit of data. That should be all the data we need. Yeah, it is. So now we just need 4 nav, and we're sorted. We've been pretty lucky, actually, with the payload. We didn't have that many failures. I thought I was going to jinx it again there. But no, there we go. Venera is successful. Hey! I believe we got all the bonus rewards for that mission as well, so that should be a lot of support and a lot of science. We did it 3rd. But still, we're getting in like the top 3. For pretty much every mission, apart from the Mars missions. You know, even though they're our biggest rival, I'm seriously tempted by this EVA repair exercise joint with China. Mainly because, since it's a joint mission, I mean, not only is there a lot of support, a lot of science from it, but they cover half the costs. Missions are expensive, especially deep space missions. Launching another mission to Mercury, for example, yeah, the rewards are a little higher on the support end and a lot higher on the science end. But you just got to think about the cost of the mission. Money is the most important thing to us right now. With them covering 53% of all mission costs, I know they're our big rival and we would be helping them as well. But I think we need this. We have -1 turn to get things done. So you know what? Let's go for increased build cost and get an extra crewman. So I think that will help quite a bit. So let's go for a 3-person Voskhod and do some EVA repair exercises joint with China. Maybe they'll actually bring a crewman along. I don't know how that'll work. Let's just find out. Launching a lot of Voskhod missions. Crewed moon landing research is complete. One giant leap for mankind. Those who achieve it will be immortalized by Earth's astounded populace. And we have finished our spacewalk maneuvering unit mission. Yeah, Voskhod is getting a lot more use than it did in our actual timeline. There were only 2 Voskhod missions, if I recall correctly, and they were both so dangerous for the crew they didn't do any more. And let's get working on Soyuz. I think that's probably the best use of our time. I believe there is, yeah, a PR office. So this will increase the amount of support we'll get from our missions. We can do support mission training. But I think really until our rockets are more reliable, we're just not going to stop doing the launch reliability training. ESA has completed the commercial satellite. Yeah, and China's going to be second. But we're beelining for a slightly more important goal. Giant crater discovered on Mercury. Your Venera 9 probe has discovered an immense crater on the surface of Mercury, thought to be one of the largest impact basins in the solar system. It's the Mo hole! Oh no, wait, then that's Kerbal Space Program, isn't it? To be fair, with the reliability getting that high, maybe it would be worth building a PR office. I don't know. I feel like we can get to the moon landing first. We'll focus on PR office afterwards. Money has always been our big problem when we are playing as the Soviet Union, after all. Maybe more international missions would be a good idea. We need to wait 1 more month, and then we can build that. And then we need to start saving up money for Soyuz. But still, these should get us a lot of money. Right, Norsky, here we go. Can we do it with the normal contractor? Because I don't really want to take the minus 40% science hit. Because this gives quite a bit of science, this mission. We'll build this one with the Soviet Union thing, so we don't take the science hit. We're not in a big rush to do this mission, so that's fine. And our large launch pad is complete. A large launch pad is a requirement to send the largest vehicles and heaviest payloads into space. Very exciting. Right. Let's build our EVA repair exercise vehicle. 96% reliability. Okay, actually, I'm thinking we really should get that PR office. I feel like that would really, really help. Because our reliability is actually quite high now. Venusian volcanology. We're getting lots of these little events from our orbiters. Ancient volcanic flows appear to dominate the surface of the planet. Interesting. Your agency's performance over the last 12 months has been reviewed and your budget has been adjusted accordingly. No! Didn't quite get an increase. That's why we need that PR office, you know. Okay. Cool. We finished researching Soyuz, though. Which is exciting. I don't think we have enough money to build it. We also don't have an active mission slot. So when are we... This completes in 3 months. Okay, so we've got 3 months to kill for Soyuz. Soyuz is going to cost a lot of money. Holy cow. Right, we're going to research the Centaur C, since it's capable of sending things to the inner planets, and really quite cheaply. So that might be useful for some robotic missions, and then I think we'll just research the R7 Soyuz, since we might as well. I don't think we're going to use it just yet, since the R7 Vostok is cheaper and capable of doing everything we need it to at the moment, but I feel like we're going to need that a little later on. But yeah, once we've researched those two, we can begin researching the mighty N1 rocket, which I'm certainly quite excited about. So let's do that. And yeah, I guess just wait until we have a mission slot. We need to launch one of these before we can start building Soyuz. There we go. Centaur. Oh, wow, that was quick. And R7 Soyuz. Cool. Research both of those extremely quickly. I forgot we have a current research bonus. Right, N1. Look at that. Beauty. Research it. Let's go. How long is that going to take? Not long at all to research that. Holy cow. A massive, powerful, super heavy lift liquid fuel rocket designed to place very large payloads into Earth orbit and beyond. What's the reliability of that thing? Because the real life launch reliability left a lot to be desired. Minus 50% launch reliability penalty for suboptimal launch windows. Ooh. And Noeski 3 is ready to go. We're launching 2 Voskhod missions very shortly after one another. Our astronauts might be recovering, so we might need to hire a bunch of new astronauts. Regardless, let's assign Yuri and Zora. Do payload reliability training. We'll set the launch for... Shit, we'll just do July. We need to free the slot up so we can begin working on Soyuz. So let's do that. Boom. And China has now completed the commercial satellite. Let's have a little look at the M1. Reliability 40%. 40%. Goodness gracious me. That is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. This is the L3 lunar complex. So Block Day was part of the L3 lunar complex. It was a small part of it. But obviously, yeah, we're missing a couple of stages here. So let's keep researching the L3. Yeah, well, let's research this PR office first. Because we're not going to need the L3 for a while, and also it's actually not that much to research. Let's get working on that PR office so we can get building it as soon as we've started working on Soyuz. Right, and Noeski 4 is complete. Assigned crew will have 0 recuperation time upon mission success. We've got 6 applicants. Let's hire the cheapest ones. Yeah, they're not expensive to hire. Okay, so we've got one for 30k, increased retirement age, and a low salary. You're really cheap. We've got another person called Zora, so I'll probably rename them, but you're hired. Next cheapest one. Minus 50% recovery time. Ooh, 10% support reward upon mission success. I like this guy. He's a bit more expensive. But I like the cut of his jib. You're hired. Okay, 5% launch reliability. I really like that. Who's the cheapest person here? He's a 5k salary. Oh, you're way more expensive. Start each task with +1 power. You're expensive as hell, though, so you're hired. Boom! We got a bunch of cosmonauts now. I don't like how it's called astronauts, even when you're playing as the Soviet Union. They are called cosmonauts. We've got Anton Karatz. You know what? He's going up on Voskhod. Let's rename this guy Alexei Leonov. Let's just name this guy the most Russian name I can think of. Mikael Mikhailovich. Sure. And this person... Right, we already blew up Valentina Tereshkova, didn't we? I don't want another Zora. So let's name her Nina. Voila! Assigned, assigned, assigned. Having 3 crew actually gives us a bunch of bonuses, which is pretty nice. Let's do a science training. Let's do October. Just get a nice big bonus. And go for it. Confirm mission setup. Boom. Okay. I really wish we'd researched that PR office actually a little earlier. We could have got building it by now. Alas. Alas. We'll have enough money to start building Soyuz immediately, so that's never a bad thing. Right, let's launch our spacewalk maneuvering unit mission. It's got very high reliability. It's 2% chance of critical failure. I mean, I've seen people on my Discord in the Mars Horizon channel publishing 1% chance of critical failure missions who have then had their missions explode. 87%. Ooh, 3%. 3%. Oh, what are the chances? Go for it. Take the risk. When we started the space program, we're dealing with like 40% chance of critical failure, and now I'm like, ooh, 3%, goodness me. But as soon as you start putting people on them, just failure chances have become more and more unacceptable. Oh, phew, okay, it didn't explode. That is a relief. And we got a nominal launch. Excellent, okay. Okie dokie. Achieve Earth orbit. I believe we're going to have a lot of tasks here. Going to have to achieve Earth orbit, do our spacewalk, and then return. So here we go. Having 2 crew members really does make things significantly easier. The crewman things are really powerful. So yeah, confirm those commands. Our payload reliability is kind of trash though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we'll resist that. Ooh, skin of our teeth. Okie dokie, we need 12 and 18. That should be very doable. Provided nothing goes absolutely catastrophically wrong. That was a close one. Oh, we really do fly our missions by the seat of our pants, don't we? So we want 5 to take us up to 8. Yeah, we'll resist that. But we're going to need to do some recharging. Okay, yeah, we're going to cut it fine. We might not be able to achieve this if anything more goes wrong. But we're going to do that. Successfully completed. Oh, God. Okay, we can resist this one. That's fine. We can resist this. I believe. Yeah, we have to resist that, otherwise we won't be able to finish. Okay, we've got 0 power. Fingers crossed, I guess. And something went wrong. God damn it. Yeah, we're not going to get the bonus reward. Too many things went wrong. Ah, well. We don't have 1 power to spend, unfortunately. Yeah, it stops us doing that. Just accept it. And we've got an additional comms. That doesn't help us at all. Because we're 1 short on navigation. Ah, well. Yeah, biggie. We can still get a bonus reward in some of the later stages, but we're not going to get the biggest bonus reward. But As long as we complete the mission, I mean, the horizontal integration is what we're really after here. So we're keeping our drift between -1 and 1. That's a pretty narrow window. I had to keep it between -2 and 2 last time, but this is a more difficult mission since we are testing a manned maneuvering unit. Okay, I think that's a decent first turn. We're doing the mission report twice. These crew ones always have the best sort of ratio of resources, and then boosting our transmission to get a bunch of comms. So just fingers crossed these go well. Okay, yeah. I feel like we'll hit the bonus reward for this one. It seems to be a little bit easier. Ooh, being very lucky on this one. Everything is going perfectly. I mean, the spacewalk is probably the part of the mission that you want to go well. I think if you do the mission report again, that takes us to 10, and then we don't even need to do it twice, actually. I don't know, we do need to do it twice. No, we don't. We can do this one, which doesn't even use any power, which gets us to 10. And then we just need 3 more comms. Is there a... I guess just do that. And we have 2 turns remaining, and that achieves it very comfortably. Do it. Of course, something immediately goes wrong, but we can resist that. That's fine. Accept that, and voila! Did it a whole turn early. See, when things go right, this game is a lot easier. But payload reliability is always our last priority. Because I can deal with not reaching bonus objectives. It's when they explode on launch and all die that we have a bit more of a problem. Go for it. Task ends if it reaches 3 at the end of the turn, and we're currently at 4. So, yeah, let's get rid of a bunch more of that heat. That brings us really pretty close, and gets rid of all of our heat, so let's do that. Oh, having crew on missions, man. Makes it so much easier. Once we have, yeah, 3 crew members on Noeski 4, I believe it was. It's going to make that mission a hell of a lot easier. I think it was worth waiting an extra month, investing the extra money to be able to do that. Piece of cake. So we'll get a bonus reward. 35%, not 50%, but, you know, pretty close. And there we go. So we completed the 2nd and 3rd stages a turn early. It's just the first one, like, so much went wrong. We just weren't quite able to do it. But still, 35% bonus. I will take that. Along with the horizontal integration. Goodness me, that is so valuable. Just completing this mission gives us such a big reward. This also frees up a slot for us to begin working on our crewed moon mission as well, which I'm extremely excited about. A massive thank you to my patrons and donators for their generous support, and an extra special thank you to my Emperor Penguins, Axel Jensen, Delta V, Dennis Klomp, Lady Lancelot, Madzor, The Amazing Steak, Vermouth and Peter Lushtinets, as well as my King Penguins, Jagnath, Nicholas Popkes, Wather and World.